Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Starcraft English comment. You're going to continue on with the Laddernet series, games between random players on the internet. This time around it's going to be a mirror matchup. Some of you have requested for mirrors and I'm sorry I have not been able to provide a couple of them in the few weeks or so, but this is going to be an amazing game. This game is kind of guaranteed to be epic, but I'm going to release it a little bit at about the same time as the other videos, so you're going to be able to watch this right away. This is going to be Queen versus Sacsri. And the map is New Dark Origin. This is one of the kind of previous maps of the season 17 of AL, so we're not going to be having this map in the upcoming season of ASL. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. This map, one thing I really like about it is the back door on these two areas here, just behind the expansion of the two players, and it's going to be able to provide some interesting play and counterplay between random players. ZvZ, I don't know what can be abused on this map, but I hope that both these players have prepared something interesting for us to watch in the upcoming minutes here. And let me just quickly give you the ELO scores for this week. Looks like neither Queen or Sacsri are in the top 10. I think Queen is in the top 20. Sacsri is the top 30 or something like that. So that is going to be where these two players stand. Looks like we're going to be having spawning pool coming up now for Queen. And for Sacsri, he's going to be going for a later pool here. This is, what is this, a 10 pool? I don't actually understand the intricacy of the various Zerg builds. I just know the basic 9 pool, 12 pool, and 12 hatch, but it looks like Sacsri went for a kind of a modified build there. We're going to be having both players taking gas now. I think it is going to be Queen who takes his gas a little bit later. Okay, I think Sacsri build is to prioritize a faster gas extraction in exchange for a slower spawning pool. I'm reading that correctly. Anyways, the overlords going to be spawning each other in the middle map, and looks like the spawning pool is done first for Queen. Is going to be able to have 6 Zerlings. Yeah, let's see when he starts to research Zerling with speed. He's gonna be building up his gas count right now. And the 6 Zerling is going to attack, and I think in this kind of encounter is going to be Sacsri have the defender's advantage here because his Zerling is a little bit later, but he's going to be able to just have enough Zerlings to hold his choke if he's going to play correctly. Looks like he's going to be having very fast lair, about the same lair timing as for these players. This is the reason for that is because Sacsri is able to take his gas a little bit earlier, I think, so he's going to be able to have, I think, more gas to work with. You can see that his gas a little bit faster, but we're going to be having Sacsri who invests some of the money for Zerling speed here. So I guess this build is to go for faster Zerling speed together with about the same timing of the lair. We're going to be having Zerlings on the ramp and 2 drones to block here. Of course, he knows exactly what is needed to block. We're going to be having a small encounter, but that's going to be just enough to hold. It looks like Zerlings are going to have to run by here. Looks like very bad war from the part of Sacsri. He's going to have to pull back, but he's going to have more reinforcement Zerling. If Queen can snipe 1 or 2 drones, it's going to be great. He's going to split up his Zerlings. We're going to be having reinforcement from the back here from Queen. And we're going to be having some great micro battles behind this. Looks like Sacsri is going to just have to hold on because his early speed is going to complete soon here. He's going to have an overwhelming amount of advantages going to the battles. Looks like 3 Zerlings on the left, right, so it's going to try to take out the spawning pool, but 1 Zerling was sniped right away. 1 drone snipe. Very good for Queen. And let's see what is going to be the next part of the battle. He's going to be having 2 on 3-ish kind of. 1 drone is going to get sniped. The drone dies, so 2 drones dead already from Sacsri, and that's a little bit unfortunate. You can see that his drone count is kind of terrible. His Spire is on time, and looks like the Spire timing of the 2 players are about the same, except that Queen is slightly earlier, but not by much. But it's going to be Sacsri who's got Zerling with speed. Now we need to make use of that advantage. He's going to try to snipe his enemy Zerlings, and now he's ahead by about 3 supply. Looks like we're going to be having spawning pool, creep colony coming up for some Sunken's defense here. As Queen trying to hold this ramp, he's going to have to hold against 8 Zerlings. It looks like we're going to be having some Southern Zerlings try to go by Sacsri, but he's not able to penetrate. Now he's going to be able to penetrate, but I think looks like the Sunken completes at just the right moment here, so Queen's going to back up, and Sacsri's going to also back up to save his Zerlings. Looks like we're going to be having Sacsri coming up with a lot of Zerlings. Let's take a look at the drone count here. Looks like on the mineral line, Sacsri's got 7 drones, and on this side of the map we will check momentarily once these Zerlings get cleared up. But for the moment we're going to be having a small micro battle. Some of the drones are going to get sniped. I think 1 drone from Queen got sniped there, and the rest of these Zerlings going to pull out, and the game is going to continue on for here. But I think there are, I'm not so sure exactly, there's going to be what, I think 5 or 6 drones on the mineral lines for Queen. Supply is dead even. We're about 5 minutes into the game, and looks like the mutualist is going to be coming out from both the players. Going to be having 3 mutualists from both players. It's going to be Sacsri who produced only 2 mutualists to start. Maybe one of his lava was not, utilized or, efficientized is the word. I'm not so sure. Optimized, maybe. Yeah, looks like 3 mutualists coming out from Queen already. Very nice. 1 drone was sniped there. Now Sacsri is ahead by about 3 to 4 supply mutualists from Queen. Is going to try to take out some overlords here. And let's see what the Sacsri response. He's going to try to go over to some mutualists of his own, but he's going to be supply blocked. No, looks like he may not be supply blocked, even if after losing this overlord. We shall see. Looks like 1 overlord is going to get sniped. And yes, slight supply block from Sacsri here. We're going to have a single Zelle just coming out for and checking for the tissue. We might have some mutualist attack. 3 mutualists. 3 mutualists and 2 scourges, and from the other side of the map we're going to be having 4 mutualists. Going to be having a slight attack here, but it's going to be Sacsri who can hold this easily. He needs to engage now. He's deciding to engage, and he's going to be careful because of the double scourge. It's going to be very powerful here. It looks like one of the scourge hit, the other scourge was not able to hit, but it's going to be 3-on-3 action now. And it looks to me like reinforcement scourge is coming from the back by Queen. Is able to do some damage. These mutualists are so dead. But it looks like at the last minute we have about the same bloodline here for both of the mutualists, and they're going to have to back up in more at reinforcement coming back from Queen here. Scourge is this Zed out. Deserting is going to be just run around and do some, very nice dancing move. We're going to be having a hatchery coming up. So if Sacsri survives this, he's going to have a slight advantage in terms of economy. But for the time, we're going to be having mutualists start to come out here. But looks like one of the mutualists from Sacsri might have died. I'm not so sure exactly what happened there. But it's going to be 2 scourges attacking these 2 mutualists in the back. They're kind of damaged. It might be better actually for Queen to sacrifice one of his scourges to kill his enemy scourges here. Looks like scourge on scourge action is very cute to watch, but these mutualists from Sacsri will be kind of slightly damaged. We have some small battles happening here. Looks like backing up a little bit. From Sacsri is going to have to land one of his scourges. Now this scourges is almost landing, but not able to completely fully land here. And looks like at the last minute, this scourge gonna back up here, and more mutualist reinforcement from the back. How many mutualists do we have? Just 2. Very low econ game from both of these players, but it's gonna be Sacsri have 1 new base, guys. He's got a new base. So what can Queen do here? Need to go and expand himself. For the time being, he's gonna try to maybe take out the Zerg just to be, completely safe on the ground, so that some drones can start to get transferred. Behind this, looks like Sacsri's got still just 2 mutualists and a couple of scourges here. How many drones does he have on the mineral line? Still 6 drones on the mineral line. His enemy's got 4. Wow. I think Queen is in some kind of trouble here because he's behind on drone count. He's behind in bases, but he's got more forces. He's got a lot more mutualists. He's got what it looks like 5 mutualists and something like 3 scourges. His enemies got, I cannot see, they're around here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. He's got 3 mutualists and 4 scourges, so it's going to be Queen who's got a slight advantage here. We have some drone coming out because, gas is limited and you need to actually just, make some units with your extra minerals, and that is exactly what Sacsri's going to do. Sacsri's going to have to defend correctly. He's going to be able to see some of his enemy coming from the north side. Some drones going to get sniped. Looks like Sacsri is out of position. 1 drone down, 2 drone down, 3 drone down, 4 drone down, 5 drone down. It looks like Sacsri is going to have to corner his enemy now. He's going to try very much to attack, and he's lost so many drones in the process, but he's able to wipe out his enemy's mutualists. I think reinforcement coming from the left side. Let's see what is going to be. Sacsri squad is going to try to attack once again, and I cannot actually count a number of what is the mutualist here, but it looks like 4 for Sacsri and 3 for Queen, but Queen is ahead now. His enemy's got like 0 drones. He's got some drones might at the expansion, but that's it. And Sacsri needs to do something here because Queen still have got 4 drones mining stuff, so that's going to be good for Queen. Looks like Sacsri is going to be going for the counterattack. Queen's got 3 mutualists remaining. He's going to make more. He's going to have a total of 5 and some scourges to counter that. It looks like we're going to be having, what is the scourges? Looks like, okay, Sacsri's returned with the rest of his drone into the main here, just to make sure he's got enough economic power. We're going to be having the engagement happening right here. Looks like it's going to be Sacsri who takes the first hit, and Queen is having the advantage. No, he took 2 hits from the scourges, so we're going to be having 3 versus maybe 4 actions. Sacsri is slightly ahead in terms of mutualist count. Need to do some shots here. He's not going to do some. He's gonna be having some reinforcement scourges coming from behind supply wise. Sacsri is ahead by about 4 supply. His drone count is okay, I guess, but he's got an additional base. But he's not able to actually do anything with additional minerals. And Sai and I guess lava management is gonna be key. It looks like Queen has got cornered from this side of the map. Sacsri is gonna have to attack. He's got 3 mutualists. Queen's got how many? 3, 4. No, Queen's got a little bit 4 more. Now Queen's got 5. But 1 mutualist that just popped out of the hatchery got sniped right away. Now it's going to be having 3-on-3 action, and mutualist from Sacsri is very damaged. Let's take a look inside of Sacsri's base. He's got just some drones mining some areas. He's gonna have to make as many mutualists as possible with his gas intake because drones actually will not cut it here. We're gonna be having this destroying the Sunkens. Not so sure why. He want to maybe just mine it a little bit more efficiently. Maybe that's going to be the key here. Which is returning from Sacsri. He's got 3 here. Very few drone count from both of the players. This Sunken is going to completely fall down to 4 meters for Queen. For Sacsri, he's going to be having 4 meters as well. More drones coming out though, and a new gas extraction is gonna get started here for Sacsri. So what can Queen do about it? Because he's very few on gas, and he's of course very few on drones. So he's gonna be very few on everything. Sacsri's have about 4 supply. We're at the 10-minute mark now. And looks like Queen has allowed his enemy to kind of get his economy back up. And this is not a good idea. He knows that his enemy's got an expansion. He needs to do something about it. But he's staying exactly where he is. I'm not so sure. What is his plan? Why is he staying home? Maybe he's going to be fearing a counterattack. But he might go for major attack now with double Zergling. 2 Zerglings, a pair of Scourge, and another Mutualist to make a group of 7 here. And looks like on the other map, we're going to be having just 3 Mutualists and Mass Scourges. Mass Scourges from Sacsri. Let's see if Mass Scourges from Sacsri is going to be able to defeat Mass Mutualists from Queen. And Queen is going to be going for maybe a frontal attack now. He's going to just mix in with a pair of Zergling to make things a little bit more complicated for Sacsri to defend. Of course, Sacsri's got nothing to actually, have some visions on mirror areas here. We're going to be having Mutualists arriving now. A lot of Scourges. It's going to be enough to actually defend against. It's going to be having 7 Mutualists here. 33 supply for Sacsri and 25 for Queen before the battle begins. Here's some Zerglings attacking from the other map. Looks like Queen's going to come out right, and Sacsri's ready for the defense. We're having some small attack. Looks like Sacsri's going to take the first hit though. Queen needs to find an angle, a good angle. Tedai's going to come in here. We're going to be having some drones getting sniped, but that's not going to be enough. Scourges farming from both sides here. It looks like Scourge is going to try to chain this Mutualist around. And way too many Scourges. Looks like in a minute. Last minute, Queen's gonna back up. We still have 6 Mutualists from Sacsri, and for Queen, he's still got 6 as well. Yeah, he's got 6 and a couple of Scourges in the area. We're gonna be having some hits. I'm not so sure who's hitting who, but it looks like Sacsri's got 5 now, and Queen's got 4. Queen is very close to losing this game. He's got 3. He's got 2, and GG from Queen. Sacsri, thanks. If you like this game, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is gonna be in the video description. See you soon. Bye bye.